Imagine what it's like. You've been in prison for 6 months, 9 months, a year. The gates open and out you go into a world where you have no home, you have no job, you have no money. If there's no one there to help you, where are you going to go?
It is depressing, to constantly see people coming back through the criminal justice system time and time again, and things haven't changed in their lives. And that's particularly so with young people. I'm a family man, I've got children myself, and I like to think that they've had good chances. Others clearly haven't.
What St Giles do very well is to sometimes use ex-offenders to actually be able to have a conversation with people to get their attention and then hopefully divert them to a more productive life.
I've seen the probation service at work. I see what a good job they do.
I think we're only effective if we work together, if we share information and we cooperate.
There is no single magic bullet solution to any of the problems we all face together in trying to help turn the lives around of those most disadvantaged, most disengaged from society. So the big ask from me and from all of us at St Giles Trust is to ask you to start working with us, and in doing so mean that together we will mean there are literally hundreds of thousands less victims of crime in the future.
So what we are looking for is growing partnership.
People, when they meet me for the first time, they say to me, I can't believe that someone like you could have ever committed a crime. And I said, well, that's the whole point about change. If you met me 10, 15 years ago, I wasn't the person you see now.
It's an inspiration. We're inspiration to other people that were in the same cycle as we're in and want to break out.
We show them how to develop them skills so they become more confident.
The main benefit of using ex-offenders is that you've got people who are more empathetic. And I think all the research shows that, in fact, if you've got a level of empathy, then it means that people will hear what you're saying. And that empathy allows them to get over a message that probably the police, probation, the courts don't always have that opportunity to get that message over. And that seems to me vital if we're going to save some people from a life of crime that will destroy both them and the people who are their victims.
They know from first-hand experience. They know how to deal with someone just walking out of prison who was very, very vulnerable and very raw, but might come across as very aggressive and nasty.
I and my team, we've all been through different traumas in our lives, been to prison, come out. So when I meet them for the first time, I'm able to say to them, look, I've been where you are at the moment. I know how difficult it is and the challenges that you're going to face. And once I've made that initial contact with them, they seem to sort of become more trusting.
It's like growing a flower from a seed. You start off with this little bit of hope, and then you just nurture it, and then it just grows. No one can say just nurture that person.
When I came here, I met this guy called Clive, and he took care of my case and started working on it straight away. I told him what I wanted to do, to finish my driver's license and then to do my plumbing course, which I always wanted to do. And now I've got 2 people working for me. I've got a little company, I won't say a big company, but it's a little company that's making good money.
I've worked with lots of probation officers, and a lot of them have thanked us for the work that we do, because sometimes, or in the past, people didn't even bother going to their probation appointments on the day of release. When we get there, they normally calm down and they understand that it's a process.
Prisoners, by and large, don't consider probation officers as their friends. They're an extension of the prison, waiting for an opportunity to send them back in.
When really the reality is that probation service as well are trying to engage that person in front of them into something far more constructive.
And in Croydon, which is a prime example, we're doing partnership work. So St Giles, probation, the youth offending service, police, they all sit around a table once a week and they communicate and they work with the same people. And I think that's the future of any sort of work in any borough to tackle the problems that we're facing in society.
So I think it's worth at least a conversation, trying to build a relationship and then see what people can do better in the future together.
We need as much information as possible as we can get on the ex-offender. Adjudications come into play, also any other risk issues to me, myself or my team, if they are got any issues with children. So all this information is very important.
My hope is that we will work in a cooperative way with other agencies, and that they will work in a cooperative way with us.
And especially in Croydon, things are going excellent. I'm actually growing to like probation even more.
I would say 8 out of 10 will go back to jail if they don't get the help.
What do you think of your dad? Are you proud of your dad?
I'm very proud of him. He works every day.
And what do you want to do later?
I want to be just like him.